Hi there, it's Kevin with GalleryMatches.com with another match with the Kiora and Garruk Tooth and Nail deck. We cannot keep this hand at one lander. Very slow. We got a dead card with the Xenagos, so it's a mulligan anyway. And this one's okay. It gets a lot better with the land on the top now, though. Yeah, this is actually a great hand. Well, I apologize for all these blue decks. Can't seem to get anything but blue control decks. Want to see Tron. Tron's actually supposed to be really good right now against blue control decks. I actually should have gone Utopia Sprawl over Arbor Elf. I think it's the... Can't remember which one. Okay, so this is actually different, but it could be blue. Blue-white seems like a worse matchup for me without Boseiju. Well, he passed the Arbor. That seems like a bad play, to be honest. I don't know. He passed it. We can now Utopia Sprawl and Voyaging Satyr. And if we can get a Primal Command off, that'll be really good. So we'll name blue here. Thing is, the Esper control usually does play Ghost Quarters if this is like the Unburial Rites version. But we have a nice little ramp going on here. I will Primal Command next turn. Shuffle in his Watery Grave. But Boseiju is the... Oh, he Spell Snares it. And that's, again, not that big of a deal if we draw into a land. I think hopefully we can just Kiora. See if he has a Mana Leak. And I think I might just Eternal Witness here. Now that's going to be Garruk. See if that gets Mana Leaked. Because if this doesn't, then we can go Eternal Witness for a Voyaging Satyr, if we care. Remands, okay. Heavy control list. Boseiju is your... Boseiju only works for sorceries, though, but Boseiju guarantees that Tooth and Nail goes off. And doesn't quite have Cryptic up. We'll try it again. Yeah, Snapcaster Remand, though. Nope, just to think twice to hopefully he's digging for some sort of... Alright, awesome. So, I hate using Eternal Witness just for Voyaging Satyr. But at least it gives us some aggression here. There's his Cryptic Mana. So, there's Tooth and Nail. I think I attack first. See if a Restoration Angel comes down. We're untapping these now so we can play around Mana Leak. And I think we will Kiora. He didn't have the counterspell last time, but it could be a Cryptic Command. But if he has Cryptic Command, we'll be able to float for Eternal Witness. So Remand. Eternal Witness is useless, so we'll Voyaging Satyr here. And that one does stick with Garruk at 5. Got some nice aggression going on. Got 2 remands down the drain. He can think twice here, though. Primal Command's kind of nice versus Unburial Rites. Kind of, they do it instant speed, though, so Primal Command doesn't help. Misses land drop. That's gonna be pretty nice for me. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite. We'll go Kiora again. See if he's got another one. Counterbalance would be a just Cryptic do non-land permanent. I can't remember what. Looks like it will be a Cryptic. So return target permanent being the forest. We'll float some mana. And he'll be able to bounce the forest, which we can replay it. So that's not too bad. And we can Primal Command back a Watery Grave and go search for an Eternal Witness, or we could actually Eternal Witness and then Utopia Sprawl. But I think the right play is just to Primal Command. If I Eternal Witness, that adds 3, and then we can put a Utopia Sprawl on. We can still Voyaging Satyr, and we can Tooth and Nail the following turn. I think it's just Primal Command. We'll get an Eternal Witness. Just try to grind him out. Yeah, I still think it's Eternal Witness over like Courser. And pass the turn. Could have got an Arbor Elf there. It's going to be another grindy control match. Oh, did he really path to exile? Oh, that's a Voyaging Satyr path. That's fine. Thins out our deck. That's 2 paths down the drain. There's a Water Grave. Means he's got another Cryptic, possibly. Let's untap the lands once again to survive the mana leak. And at this point, I think we go get the Utopia Sprawl instead of the Primal Command. Possibly that's the wrong play. Because now we can put a Utopia Sprawl on an island. Or on a forest. And go for the blue here. And then we can Eternal Witness back for another. I think I'll go to attacks first. And then we can do both Arbor Elf and Voyaging Satyr. See if he counterbalances this. Nope. He could have like a Wrath of God in hand. I'm not too concerned with Wrath of God, because that will use his turn. If he has the Gifts combo here, we just lose. Think that I just might go for the kill here. Because he's got to have counter magic up. So let's go for the kill by the creatures, and this will make him, this will force him. So 5, we only have to attack in with 3 of them keep back a Voyaging Satyr. So we'll go to the beginning of combat. And it looks like he'll have to Cryptic bounce. So tap bounce is what he should do. But he did this in the wrong phase. Oh, no, he didn't. So I'm going to just go for an Eternal Witness right here. And get back a Kiora. And untap a forest. That means we have 4 mana available. And he still has to use it. Oh no, because he can just bounce you the forest now. Still doesn't allow him to draw. Apologize for these grindy blue decks. Modern especially goes in these waves where you won't see a control deck forever, and then that's all you will see. And then, yep, so he's got a Cryptic tap down. If he's smart, he'll bounce my forest. Yep. So that's what he decides to do. Why Garruk? That was the wrong play, because we can just recast Garruk. And untap and actually do Kiora as well. Yeah, he should have bounced my forest. Okay, so I can't quite untap. Yeah, Kiora here is actually more powerful. So we can untap the Voyaging Satyr and a forest, which gives us 4 mana for Garruk. Which I think I want him to survive any sort of Snapcaster attack, so we'll pass turn here. He's got to have some sort of massive board wipe. And will that still... He still has counter magic up. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we just go for it. Oh, Utopia Sprawl just makes it that much more beautiful. He's got to have a counterspell in hand. And we'll entwine. And if not, we get some value out of Kiora. He's used a remand, spell snare, cryptic command. Ha! Oh, geez. That actually, a main board of Shadow Doubt, that did the job. We'll Kiora here. Finds us at least a breeding pool. I think we've used all of our Eternal Witnesses too, so it's going to be hard for us to get back tooth and nails. Yeah, this is going to be rough. I think he actually might get us with the Shadow of Doubt. Did not see that one coming as main board. I'm going to think twice. See what we have in our graveyard. The good news is if we do mill an Emrakul, we should be okay. This way we'll start to get some beasts out. I'm going to Overgrowth on a different card, just in case he's got another Cryptic. And if we get that Emrakul, we just win. Because we have plenty of mana now. So he's going to think twice. Has 4 cards. Very efficient deck. Draws a ton of cards. A lot of very relevant. Attacking with the Beast. See if he's got like a path for it. Snapcaster Path or something like that. Put another 3/3 into play. And a Kiora's Follower. And we'll untap there and there. So we have lethal on board again. See if he has on Burial Rites, Gifts Ungiven on Burial Rites combo. It looks like a Sphinxes for a ton. We still have lethal though with the... Oh, we don't have a Garruk ult available to us. Snapcaster's Supreme Verdict will be good. If he has it, we just need to draw into that Emrakul. See if a Restoration Angel comes down here. Looks like he's Sphinxing again for a ton. A White Sun Zenith for 7. That does hurt. We need Emrakul here. Kill 3 of them, though. And here we can put out another... I think we just kill Kiora to try to hit Emrakul. At least hit 2 more lands. And a creature and a land. Put a 3/3 out for Garruk. Put a Kiora's Follower out. And a Voyaging Satyr out. And we have 25 cards to hit into Emrakul. Now I can kill Garruk at the cost of losing a cat. But then we're in a top deck mode. Most of our Kioras are gone. He's going to Path my Beast. And still draw into another Tooth and Nail and hardcast it. Sphinx's Rev. And Sphinx's Rev for a ton. So Garruk dies, a cat dies. He's gonna, if he uses Sphinx's Rev, it gives us a top deck. Are we out of Kioras? We are not. So opening himself up to top deck here. He has to discard quite a few cards. I don't know if that was the most relevant. Plays a ton of basic lands. I don't know if Blood Moon's the right card to bring in versus this particular deck. We could, it looks like he's only running a few. He does have a basic, at least 2 basic planes. We haven't seen what the black is actually here for yet. It's a decent card with the Xenagos because there's one of our combo pieces. And that's it's active as well, so I can block cat tokens. It's indestructible. You can always path it. But we're going to get in here for some Cures Follower damage and some beast damage. Is that actually less damage? No, so that'd be 6, and I couldn't attack into the Cures Follower. This is 7 now. Alright, so Snapcaster dies. That makes me not as vulnerable to a Restoration Angel. Tectonic Edge cannot kill anything that's enchanted. You can take out my red source, not a big deal. He can't attack into my Xenagos, he needs to path it. Gotta think he's got like another Snapcaster Mage. Incredibly grindy match. We'll bring in the Thragtusk. I think we take out the combo again. I wonder if he's got Celestial Colonnades as his other win in here. So digging for something with the Esper Charms and the Think Twices, but that ends up just really not netting him down or netting him up or down anything. It's a heavy, heavy control build. Lingering Souls has to be in this deck. He's going to Esper Charm himself again, but then at the end of turn he just is looking for a path? Spell Snare, gone. He probably lands. Planes. So he does have a ton of basics. Well, we try to cast it. See if he's got another Shadow of Doubt. Or if we just win here. Because Mana Leak doesn't work because we can pay it. Okay, it's the Delve counterspell. He's got to exile everything because I can generate a ton of mana. So Lodging Bless, I pay 17. Can I pay 17? There's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope. Okay, it gets countered. Don't think he needed to be that aggressive with it, but that's fine. We'll attack him with Xenagos and our Beast. And we can untap both of them if he decides to crack back. Alright, so the cats are taken care of. Sort of. Draws into a land. He's used Two of his Snapcasters and Snapcasters. Supreme Verdict. I still have an indestructible guy. Okay, he goes offline now. That's a bad. Any creature we draw into has haste, though. I think we have some more Garruks we can draw into. And it's a Utopia Sprawl. Let's see if he's got a white. If he just starts White Sun Zenithing again for a bazillion, we're in trouble. Huh. Okay. I think that's the worst use of a cryptic command I think I've ever seen. Unless he just wanted to draw a card. But I still think bouncing something would be... Bouncing my forest would be a lot better. You get two out of the way. Alright, I'm okay with that. So it's just that one of White Sun Zenith that's still in his deck somewhere. Courser's better than nothing. Because it gets our Xenagos active. We have Emrakul coming up. Dun, dun, dun. He has a one-turn clock. How many... How many can he generate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can swing in for 22 damage. I can block 2 of them. And I'm 20... I had to go down to... That'd be only 24. So... Yeah, White Sun Zenith is death. Let's just hope he doesn't have White Sun Zenith. Yay, it's a cryptic! So, bouncing... Again, he bounced the wrong thing. He should have just bounced... Yeah, that, and especially before my attack. Why did he do that? He wants to... counter this one, too. I'm okay with that. Cryptic, cryptic. That's his last cryptic, right? Because there's 2 more in the exile. No, he's got 1 more cryptic. Logic not. Counter unless I pay 4. Sure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I still can't even... Now I can't even cast Emrakul. Huh. Emrakul is even tough to cast this late on turn... whatever we're at. And another, like, Think Twice. Another Esper Charm. So he's looking for that last White Sun Zenith. We like a Garruk off the top. Kiora would be okay too. He should probably Tech Edge me. It keeps me back even further. Think Twice. It's his time clock that's the biggest issue. So his only win condition in this deck is the Green Sun Zenith. We'll actually do that because Emrakul we can't cast in the foreseeable future. There's Garruk. See if he's got a counter for this. And he does have the last cryptic. So he's out of cryptics. And there's the exiled Think Twice. I think he's got the White Sun Zenith now. I can't draw any more lands. There's Kiora. Snapcaster Cryptic? No, this looks like a White Sun for a bazillion. Maybe a Sphinx's Rev? For 6? For a snap, he wants a Snapcaster. Snapcaster Cryptic's his last chance. Or Logic Knot. White Sun Zenith for... Why'd he do that, though? That's not gonna... that's not gonna be enough. I don't think I have another land. No, I don't, so it's pointless to crack it. But I guess White Sun makes it so that he can't ever mill. He's going to come all at Kiora? All at me? So what do I still have that I can draw into? Primal Command, we can search for it. Gain 7 in search. Or gain 7 and shuffle my library. No, just gain 7 in search. She's got the other Shadow of Doubt. What a grindy, grindy, grindy match. And just grab Emrakul here. See, I'm still a ways away. That's be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see how much I can generate. That's 5, 8. Yeah, this should be enough, actually. Aww. So that's only 6, 9. That's only 12. Womp womp. So what could I actually... No, he'll just kill it, so we might as well get some value out of it. We had a Courser and a Nykthos. That's going to be good. Or an Arbor Elf and a Nykthos, actually. And that's all of his paths. He still has a Snapcaster Mage. I don't think we're going to be going much further than a game 2. So whoever wins this match is going to be really well off. I hope he didn't redraw his cat. Because I still can't generate enough for Nykthos. So Nykthos would just add 6, yeah. And he doesn't have the White Sun Zenith, so we should have an Emrakul that we can cast for a free turn. He's going to Tech Edge. And attack him with his cats. Don't even know what I can still draw into. They can get me. Let's see, how much is this? That's 11, 12, 13, 14. Ah! You're kidding me. That's only 14 mana, right? Yeah, so 4, 8, 13. See, 4, 8. No, that's enough. No, 3, 6. 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, that is so stupid. Ugh. Well, Courser. Play it off the top. Have a Garruk next turn, though. And hope he just doesn't have that White Sun Zenith. So the Tech Edge actually gets the job done. And out of 2 cards left in his library, we need to hope it's not the White Sun. And what did he just do to kill it? And I thought he was done with Esper Charms. Huh. Well, we have Garruk next turn, which will do it. So either this card in his hand or the next card in his hand. I still think he even wins with an Emrakul with an extra turn. Because Annihilator 6 isn't even that threatening, which is crazy. Unless that last... We need the last card right there in his library to be White Sun Zenith. We can Garruk here. Now we should generate enough. Nope, we're still off. But are we still... Let's see. So it's 11, 12, 13, 14, because we're out of basics. Let's just check. Oh, we're not! But we can't do anything there because of the breeding pool. Well, that's it. That's all I can do. And we'll go on to game number 2. So close to Emrakul. So close. And he's down to 0 cards. Yeah. I guess that if I would have known I had a breeding pool, I thought I checked and there was none left. So I could have won earlier. I think Acidic Slimes are fine here. And Beast Withins. We might just try to go with this lockout route. Bring them all in. And then take out the Tooths. And 1 Kiora, some Overgrowths. I think we can take out all the Overgrowths. I like the Utopia Sprawl still. I'm not quite sure about the Spreading Seas. Beast Within, though, we can lock him out of a certain color. Like white. I think if we lock him out of white, he just loses. But he does have a lot of ways to... Yeah, I don't think the Spreading Seas are actually quite relevant in this. I'd still rather Beast Within and Blood Moon. Kiora's Followers are unnecessary if we're going to be taking out the Overgrowth. And I think I can take out 2 Voyaging Satyrs. And we'll submit this. Very keepable hand. And this is fine with green. There's a blue source. I think that's the source that he has the most of. So Stomping Ground can actually come into play tap. And we'll Arbor Elf. There's this Glacial Fortress. We'll maybe actually just take out his island. He can remand, so I think we just Beast Within on his upkeep. And that will give us an Acidic Slime. She's going to disenchant the... We can still Beast Within. The Utopia Sprawl. That's not that big of a deal. That's fine. See if he's Shadow of Doubts here. He does not. We can get a Breeding Pool. We'll Beast within his Glacial. This will make him remand it. Or Mana Leak it right now. And then we can hit a Garruk. He does have a Howl Fountain, so still has plenty of white sources. And still has a remand. So we need a land here. Perfect. And right here we can just get a basic. And I hope it's just not a Mana Leak. I didn't see much Mana Leaks with Acidic Slime. You could hit a remand, but Logic Knot for 1. And I can't pay it. Alright. Hits the Drowned Catacomb. I still didn't see anything for white. So we'll try to Primal Command here. Or maybe just Thragtusk. Another Logic Knot. And my own Beast might end up taking me out here, especially now if he has Cryptic Command mana. Wonder why he kept the Beast back. It's most likely to get Cryptic. Or Snapcaster Logic Knotted. Just so many counter spells. Oh, that's okay, I guess. I just can't search, so he just gets his land back. Yeah, that didn't hurt him at all. Shadow of Doubt is just extremely good. Hopefully we can get Garruk out. And we got way too many lands. We can actually get a Mana Leak off here. Or a Logic Knot for 3. But a Cryptic will get us. He's just going to draw 2 cards. We will put a 3/3 out here. And hopefully try to stabilize. But this is not looking good for us. He completely destroyed our... Like, Cryptic Command killing Garruk here would be brutal. Down to a 10. Need to draw an Eternal Witnesses as soon as we can. I don't know, understand. So tap. Okay, tap, so he gets to kill Garruk here with the Cryptic. And bounce the Stomping Grounds. I don't know. I think he should have bounced a Beast. Eternal Witness is the best card in the world we could have drawn there. Or does a Beast Within take out his white? I think we might just actually end up getting Thragtusk back. He keeps on coming with the lands. 4 cards left in hand. He's going to kill off my source. That I don't care about that at this point. There's only a few cards in my whole deck. And we'll definitely make this trade. Because if we can get Thragtusk, Thragtusk will... I hate Tooth and Nail here. So bad. He's going to Cryptic bounce. Bounce draw. Choose one. Target player discards 2 cards. Yeah, that hurts. He's down to a 13. Eternal Witness did nothing for me there. Can't White Sunzina still. Garruk is wonderful. So he's got another Cryptic. Or Logic Knot or Snapcaster Mage. He's going to draw 2 cards. Third Esper Charm. Down to a 10. Still 4 cards in hand. He could have cards like Sphinx's Rev. Snapcaster Mage would be brutal here. We'll keep the Voyaging Satyr in our hand. See if he's White Sun's anything here. Sphinx is for 2. And I don't know if we're going to go on to finish this match. He has a minute 19. And he's going to scoop. Didn't have the answer, so we do have to go on to another game. But he's only got a minute 14 to get there. And I think that this is where we kind of want like Spreading Seas to lock him down certain colors. Maybe. Possibly. Utopia Sprawl has even seemed kind of weak in this versus bouncing. That's why I don't think I want any of the Overgrowths, actually. Tooth and Nail Emrakul are just too late for this one, so I think we'd rather bring in things that just give him problems. Like Kiora's Followers, even. But Spreading Seas just actually might be a decent thing to lock him out. If we're just looking to... I know this might sound a little bit unethical. If we're just looking to stall him out for a minute, Spreading Seas is probably the better card. So we're going to submit this. I think we keep this. It's on the verge of keepable. There's our Spreading Seas. Which the Black's near's for Esper Charm. And I don't want to run into Shadow of Doubt, so when he taps out, that's when we'll use it. Blood Moon Dim. He does have a blue and a white source still. We'll take out his white source here with the Spreading Seas. Oh, I can't with the Spreading Seas. So, yeah, it's actually... I don't know what we'll do. We'll just pass. That actually ended up being bad for us. We have no way to generate blue mana. But I think this locks him out as well as far as time is concerned. Detention Sphere is my Blood Moon. Okay. we could always just beast within that back. But I think we just beast his Drowned Catacomb. And this game would might end up going a long route. Here we go. I think Garruk and Spreading Seas. And yeah, he runs out of time. But that would have been an interesting match there. Could have locked him out of a lot of his white. He's Spreading Seas on just his regular planes there, and then we can get back the Blood Moon with the Beast Within. And then let's just check that board state out. So his Black Source is dead with the Drowned Catacomb. We'll be able to definitely get Garruk Wildspeaker out here, and then Spreading Seas on the plains. Only has one source, but then we beast within the Detention Sphere, and then he's back to having no white. But anyway, not too shabby. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com with a wrap-up video for this week's Rogues Alley with the Kiora Master of the Depths addition to Tooth and Nail, kind of my pet deck in Modern. I thought Kiora performed very well. I'm not quite sure about our package in the right hand with the Blood Moons and the Spreading Seas and etc. But I think that the deck performed okay, 2-2, all blue control decks, so you saw it is possible. A lot of those were nail biter games. It's possible to beat the blue control decks. We do have some tools up our sleeve if we want a good matchup versus them, which is Boseiju, who shelters all. You can combo this with kind of Primeval Titan to guarantee you can go get a Boseiju. And if you can land a Primeval Titan and get that Boseiju, then your Tooth and Nail and your Primal Commands are very easy to cast. And at that point, usually you can guarantee that you beat the blue decks. Again, there's a lot of different routes you can go instead of the land destruction route we went. I really prepared this for Tron because Tron has been everywhere, but now Tron is extremely good against blue control decks. So maybe Tron will start to see a lot more play on the MTGO metagame if we're 4/4 for blue control decks. And then we can kind of weed out those Tron decks because it's really hard for them to deal with Beast Withins, Blood Moons, Acidic Slimes, and Spreading Seas, especially with Eternal Witness getting back Beast Withins or Primal Commands, so you can lock them out. And then usually what I do against Tron is then just go like either the Garruk Wildspeaker route, where you can just put out a few beasts, untap a few lands, and then your 1/2s and 2/2s and 1/1s actually become lethal with his ult. We saw that in a few games in those matchups. So, but if you don't like this route, you can definitely go cards like I talked about a 1 of Snapcaster Mage that Primeval Command can go grab. I don't know how I feel about that. I think Eternal Witness is just better. But you can go into Scavenging Ooze, and basically any card that is red-green or blue-green, you can easily tutor up with a Primeval Command. And even with the Tooth and Nail, I'm sure there's some other combinations that are pretty good. But I thought about, like, I've had Nissa in here before, Nissa Worldwaker. She's okay. I might cut down like a Kiora and put a Nissa in here, and then we have more of a Planeswalker route. I've had the other Garruk, Primal Hunter, which puts in a lot of beast, and then you can draw some cards. I've had Harmonizes, which Harmonize would be pretty good if you have like another Snapcaster Mage. But if you go that route, it's like you play way more Eternal Witnesses. So a full package of Eternal Witnesses, and then like a 1 of Snapcaster Mage, and you have ways to just draw an obscene amount of cards through the Primal Command, Snapcaster, and Eternal Witness. With the Primal Command, though, Snapcaster, you have to have a ton of mana to make that worthwhile. And so, well, you just go, you get it for the next turn. You can cast it for an additional blue and a colorless, and then go grab an Eternal Witness or something. So there also is the new card out of Origins that can go, and when it comes into play, you return a card, and when it leaves the battlefield or dies, you can return another card to the battlefield. But it's 5 mana, 5 mana, so I don't think it's quite useful. And even the Woodland Bellower, which is 6 mana, that goes and puts in a converted mana cost 3 card. You can go get a Courser of Eternal Witness. I thought about putting in here just for value. But that's usually how I like to go with Tooth and Nail, is either you start with the combo, and then you can transition over into a value deck. But that is the gist of it, and I hope you enjoyed this match. Again, this is one of my pet decks. I absolutely love playing Tooth and Nail. I would not suggest it at a huge like Grand Prix or tournament you really care about, because this deck can be shut down by a number of different decks. But it's very fun to take to your FNM. It's very fun to just play with your friends. And it's a fairly inexpensive deck if you go the traditional just mono green route. You basically just need to pick up you can play all basics. You don't need any fetch lands. And then Nykthos trying to nix and coursers, which are very, very inexpensive at the moment. Anywho, this has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.